Hey guys, welcome back to one more episode of Mentor Talk with me. I'm Kashyap. I'm the founder of Findmymentors.com. And today I want to talk about gender equality. So just before the show, I got a WhatsApp forward, and I thought I'll show you that image, which will make a lot of sense for the talk today. So today is about gender equality and our perceptions about what a man has to do, or what woman is supposed to do. Okay, let me put it up here. Okay. Okay. Now, in this photo, as you can see now, we expect, like women to take care of home and men to go out and earn a lot of money, right? Now, what really pains me is a lot of women, although with a lot of aspirations and a lot of talent for career progress, are hindered by their own household commitments. Maybe that was true, or I'm sure it is changing nowadays, but that is the perception that has always been, right? When, for example, a woman gets pregnant, and she's at home taking care of the babies, and she gets out of the sync with her career progression, right? And at the same time, as you can see, men don't seem to have those problems at all, right? So to make more sense of this topic, let me show you an ad, and let's take the conversation forward from there. Okay. So this ad was shot for Airtel by TVC. Let's watch the ad and let's decode after that.
चॉइस नहीं है, तुम्हें ये करना ही पड़ेगा. लेकिन प्रिया, इतने कम टाइम में ये सब कैसे होगा? Sorry guys, you'll have to manage it. Okay? You should start now. अच्छा रोहित, मैं घर पहुंच रही हूँ. तुम डिनर में क्या खाओगे? Okay. टाइम लगेगा. बॉस ने बहुत काम दिया है. बाय. बॉस को बोलो कि वाइफ बुला रही है. तुम भी बोलो ना बॉस को. जल्दी आना. कभी कभी बस एक स्मार्टफोन लाइफ में थोड़ा मैजिक ला सकता है. तभी तो खास स्मार्टफोन्स के लिए बना है एयरटेल द स्मार्टफोन नेटवर्क.
Wow, that was a brilliant ad, isn't it? Okay, let's stop this and let me see you guys. Okay, so now as you can see now, now what if the roles gets exchanged? Now that is what today's ad is all about. Okay. Typically now we have seen a lot of ads where where we see women empowered, where they're working on their own, independent on their own. uh, Also, we have seen ads where women are taking care of the home, and we have also seen ads where men are winning it outside. But this was the first ad which actually reversed the roles, where the wife has become the boss at the workplace, and still she finds time to think about her husband when she's back home, right? So she's trying to play both the roles most efficiently. Okay. To decode this ad, I'm going to take help of this book, a brilliant book that I highly recommend that you read. Is called 30-second thrillers by a person called Pops. So now I'm going to read it for you. So, as I talk of women and advertising, this film makes me want to say that yes, we are progressing. Although it did give way to some controversies, but nonetheless, I discount it as the uproar of the ignorant and the arrogant. The film opens with a female boss informing her colleagues about a deadline and how the work needs to be completed, irrespective of how much time it takes, and urges them to start right away. The scene transcends to night when the boss leaves and her colleagues are working. On her way back home, she calls her husband Rohit and asks what would he like for dinner. At the same time, the film shows a man working late in the office and gets a call from his wife, and he says, "आज time लगेगा, boss ने बहुत काम दिया है." The boss, in the meanwhile, has reached home and cooks an elaborate meal. We cut back to the man who gets yet another call from his wife. This time it is a video call, right? So basically now this is the time where Airtel was trying to promote video calls, right? So we're talking about the 3D zamana, 3D time, 3G time rather. uh, so video call was the thing, and Airtel was trying to position itself as a perfect brand for these video calls and smartphone brand. So brilliant concept here, right? So we cut back to the man who gets another call from his wife. This time it is a video call. She showcases for him the dinner laden table. The man, who was shown as visibly upset until then, breaks into a smile. It is then revealed that his wife is his boss. She asks him to return home soon. A वॉइस सरमाइजेस, कभी बस एक स्मार्टफोन लाइफ में थोड़ा मैजिक ला सकता है. तभी तो खास स्मार्टफोन्स के लिए बना है एयरटेल द स्मार्टफोन नेटवर्क. Sometimes the English translation here, sometimes only a smartphone can add a bit of magic to your life. That's why we have a network made especially for smartphones. For me, the magic is very much there in the form of a couple who knows how to balance their hectic lives and yet not let love suffer. For me, the magic lives in the fact that as a boss, the female doesn't let her personal relationship cloud her role and vice versa. It shows a progressive metro couple who know how to value the other. Okay, so Agnello Diaz, the brain behind this bold and loving story. Okay, so and also so one question is asked to this guy. So the question is, often a bold attempt sparks a debate and a critical analysis. This ad underwent a similar phase. Were you prepared for the kind of reaction this ad culled? Okay, the answer is, while shooting, we had no inkling that the ad would become such a center point of debate. Our first reaction to the response was that people really have nothing better to do. Hence, they say what they say. But then the trigger became increasingly apparent, and this is what it was boiling down to. Right. Basically, now how so he's here is talking about an important concept about trigger. Right. So now how does this trigger happen? When you flip context, right? Take, like, uh, for example um let's say a bus driver is supposed to drive the bus, and what if he drives a bullock cart? So that's a change of context. That is kind of a spark or a trigger that you generate, right? In this case, what they did is they reversed the roles of husband being the boss, and flipping the thing, and they made the wife as the boss and the husband as the second in line. Okay, which was a triggering that generated a lot of emotion. Okay, so but then the trigger became increasingly apparent, and this is what it was boiling down to. There were many ads depicting women as normal home keepers, and that didn't seem to be a problem. There were many showing them as works at the workspace too. Again, no problem. And of course, there had been many showing them doing both. No problem with that either. But to show a woman who is her husband's boss at the workspace and then showing her nifty enough to do what she likes at home, in this case, rustling up a quick bite for herself. Now that was a problem. Apparently, once she tops her husband at work, after that, she is not allowed to work to do any household act, even if she desires to do it. It touched a raw nerve in our collective social character, and I'm glad it did. At least it exposed our emotional hypocrisy. Right. So basically, this ad was brilliant because this opened the possibility, the notion rather, the first picture I showed at the beginning of the show, that women need not be, need not do only those things that they're expected to do, irrespective of whatever the reasons are. It is possible to reverse the roles, and more in today, uh, it is essential that people understand each other and they can flip the roles, right? So talking about the ad here, uh, so so they took so the reason why this ad worked well is because they reflected a reality, right? So if you see also a lot of movies, they reflect a reality which is already there in the society. So the idea is, when you're creating your ads, if you can see what's happening in the day-to-day lives of the target market, and if we can replicate. Right, recently one ad that I remember is from Swiggy. Right, so there was a pregnant woman, and she's asking for bhel puri at, I don't know, at maybe odd time maybe, right? And the husband, he wants to get the feel of the baby kicking on the stomach, and he orders for the bel puri. So basically now, if we can capture those in the real moments, if we can get down to those reality, that creates that kind of a connect with the customer, right? That is the goal of all the marketers, all the advertisers. Okay, so saying that, I hope you like today's episode. I know it was a short one. So until next time, I'll be happy to take your comments on this, and until next time, have fun and take care.